Yep, starting off in losers, so loser will be taking that 7th place. Not the worst place to be in here, but pretty good showing here from Dany as well, making it all the way to top 8 with that wolf. Excited to see what he can do here versus the Meta Knight as we get into game number 1 of our top 8 here at Platfight Ultimate.
Yeah, Dany's one of those players who has been around for a little while, but something has clicked in like the last year. I've been seeing Dany in more and more top 8s of regionals, showing up at majors, things like Platfight right now, and it's very exciting to see what he can do with the old guard in the new meta.
Absolutely. I mean, just like you said, old guard, the new meta, that's wolf to a T. And already we see a nice little back air connecting there. Not too much damage to be had, though, as we're just trying to feel each other out a little bit, trying to get our advantages in neutral here.
You can already see MaZo going for the very, the cheesy openings in the corner, trying to get that nair, send him back at an awkward angle, because this character can be a little bit touch of death if you find the right spacing. That was so close.
Absolutely. Very, very close. Dragged down into the forward smash read. Okay, MaZo, I see you. Getting a little bit of reading rainbow up in here as the lasers come through for Dany. Finding a little bit more percent. It's so even right now, Lentini. We just can't find any solid advantages for the moment. But the next big opener, and this could be MaZo's chance, finding that up B.
We're okay for now. Goes for the tornado. Interesting. That is going to get you punished. Dany in a good spot now with the ledge trap. Fall through the platform. Was still safe.
Yep, still able to teleport back with that down B. Forward smash going to go to the wayside. Dany trying to get out of dodge, throwing out a little bit of a air dodge schmicks in the air. Yep, B given away, but no punish to be had. Shield chicken, the back and forth. Still no stock yet, and already a minute and a half has passed. They're playing so safe.
Yeah, so precarious, this scenario. Every time you see a forward throw like that or a juggle situation come out, there is opportunity for the stock to fall. Here's another one, but going high. These mix-ups from both sides. The defensive play has been so on point.
Forward throw, able to return the stage. Dany hanging on for dear life, able to roll through. MaZo jostling for stage position here as he snaps the ledge once again, trying to return with that neutral special. Are we going to see a punish? No, the up tilt whiff from Dany.
Oh, looking for the back here with that jump from Dany. Both of them scouting out these options, but again, just the defensive mix-ups. That time around, though, no amount of mix is going to save you. The option select of that up special, if you jump early, if you jump late, either way, you're going to get caught. That was MaZo on the front foot, but not for long.
Speaking of getting caught, he got caught on the back foot with that up tilt. Beautiful stuff from Dany as he returns fire, finding that first stock for himself here, and here comes MaZo with a little bit of an opening. Getting these reads after the fact. I like that. Up air string here. Can we take him all the way to the corner? Are we going to be able to finish our food? Air dodges. It's not true, unfortunately, for MaZo.
It was so close, but yeah, that frame 2 air dodge from Dany going to make it just a little bit harder. I love that tornado use, just to get off me, reset neutral.
Oh, he was skydiving back to that ledge, and then he instantly teleports onto stage. Nothing personal, kid, as he takes him out off that left side. I love it. Down tilt to grab here, and can't find the down air, unfortunately. Oh, a little bit of a scoop from Dany. That up smash definitely got a big scoop hitbox.
Yeah, it was a good call out, but you know, your risk reward there, not able to get too much off of it, even though he took the risk and got it right. 84%, looked for the fair bear in the corner, wasn't able to find it. Instead, we're back to the up tilt juggle, which is not nearly as threatening for MaZo.
Certainly not. 99% here. MaZo looking pretty good in terms of stock lead at the moment. Dany trying to find something. A down tilt is not going to lead into a check chase, unfortunately, as the forward throw connection, the dash attack not strong enough to kill off the top just yet.
So many situations are so close, but again, cannot close it out. Going for the forward airs as Dany finally finds the back air. That is going to do it all the way across the stage. Not ready to DI that. Keeping it pretty even.
Yep, coast to coast with that back air. 35% here. And this would be a big opening for Dany. Can't get the dash attack. I guess it doesn't work on Meta Knight that percent. Double down tilt. Gets the down smash as well. The down air. We don't have our jump. We're just dead. Dany going down in game number 1 as MaZo finds that edge guard.
That's tough. Such a scary situation to be in for Dany. We saw him trying to play around those kinds of win conditions the entire game, right from stock number 1. MaZo was looking for things like nair in the corner to send him off at those awkward angles like we saw at the end. So good stuff to Dany for staying alive for so long, but better to MaZo for being able to force the issue.
Absolutely. MaZo doing a great job of forcing the issue off the stage as well. And that's something you have to do against Wolf, of course. Recovery's not the greatest. Meta Knight can definitely go all the way out there with the myriad of jumps that this little ball possesses. So MaZo taking advantage in those edge guarding situations. That's pivotal in this matchup, I'd say.
All right, round 2 here. MaZo up 1-0. Dany had some ideas, but just struggled to get the kills. Meanwhile, MaZo managed to pull off those early threatening combos, whether it's the up airs, whether it was that gimp. Let's see if Dany can turn it around on the stage run back.
Yeah, we're back on PS2. I mean, stage wasn't really an insane factor, I would say, in game number 1. It was relatively even. I don't think Dany is losing too much by going back to this stage. MaZo already all over him in neutral, but the Meta Knight hits just don't pack that big of a punch. Wolf smacks you 3 times, it's like 40%. Meta Knight smacks you 3 times, it's like 15, so.
Yes, that is something to keep in mind, though, of course, the juggle game is pretty advantageous for Meta Knight. Nair, get off me.
Yep. Meta Knight, definitely a fast character. MaZo taking advantage of the speed here. Using that little dagger to poke the Wolf around, as it does have a slight range advantage with that little toothpick that he pokes him with.
Yeah, the toothpick indeed. Yeah. Dany again looking for those jumps out of shield, and MaZo is just not giving them to him.
Yeah, both definitely trying to play a little bit of a reading game here. Not panning out for either so far. Empty hop to grab for Dany. Finds the forward throw. No follow-up to be had, though. Shield Chicken at the center as they both try to find this stock. Back throw for MaZo. Edge guard situation. We're going to Wolf Flash right back. Up tilt. Not going to lead into anything for MaZo that time around, but once again, it's so even. There we go.
Dash attack with a bad DI. That will give Dany his first stock advantage of the set, and just like that, it's already gone.
Yep, just like that. If you blink, you missed it. MaZo returns fire. Finding that second stock, or first stock rather, for themselves.
Ooh,
a little bit of a combo. Ooh, it could have been dangerous. Luckily, Dany's able to bounce off the stage and get out of there. Not taking too much damage.
That range advantage. You were talking about that. The back air on back air violence going MaZo's way. Carry out of the corner. This is scary.
Uh-oh. Up airs. Okay. Dany with the good DI, able to go back to center stage as that neutral B once again connecting, just swatting the Wolf away with that tornado strike. And MaZo is recognizing that he has the lead now, and you see him playing on these platforms, trying to avoid some damage. Dany finally finding an opening, but only gets 2 fares.
Yeah, it's a fragile lead, but it's a lead nonetheless. It's something that you can play to. Plenty of time on the clock, though. I don't think we're going to time here, especially with a forward throw like that, putting you into a terrible situation.
Wow.
And there is nowhere Dany can go. Does not have the resources with this character to mix up the recovery that deep.
Yeah, does MaZo work in insurance? Because he's got coverage out there, Lentini. Covering all of that on the left side. A beautiful stock, a beautiful edge guard from MaZo. Taking advantage of the Wolf like we talked about, Lentini. And now, this is a really bad spot to be in if you're Dany. He has to make up this deficit, and he has to do it fast.
All right, Daniel, let's see if you can bundle that home and auto in time. Can you save yourself from a tragic fate here? Going for another back air, but once again, MaZo manages to just barely sneak past.
Step to the ledge. MaZo utilizing that teleport to come back to stage. Smacking Wolf away in the process as the Nair covers the ledge. You got to be careful here. Dany, once again, Wolf flashing back, desperately trying to maintain center stage. Can we find this stock onto Dany? Down B given away, but no punish. Parry, can't parry those, my friend.
You gotta find that back air. Every time we see the same rinse and repeat. Dany goes for a back air read. MaZo finds the way around, but there's no escape from that side B there. Evening up the stocks, but Dany has to play so well to bring this back.
Yeah, this is definitely an uphill battle here for Dany as he tries to find an opening onto MaZo. And MaZo content to camp on these platforms a little bit, throw out some aerials, some speedy down airs to just keep the Wolf at bay as a back air finally connects. Edge guard situation, Wolf flash back, Dany's back on stage, but for how long?
I like the little mix-up games that MaZo is utilizing as well on this camping game. When you throw out that down air, when you throw out the quick landing nair, etc. Like, see that time right there? Twice in a row, MaZo went for single down air and then falling nair. The third time around, he knows Dany's desperate. I've shown a bit of a habit. I'm going to do a double down air, then go for the falling nair to punish Dany for trying to punish my habit.
You know,
Bro got baited.
I'm glad you called attention to that, Lentini, because that's such a good thing to do, especially at the higher levels of play, where you act like you have a bad habit, and then you go, oops, I know that you know that I know, and now I'm going to kill you for it. I love that.
You know what feels so bad in those situations? When you're trying to condition your opponent with a fake bad habit,
yeah.
and you do it one too many times,
and then they get you
for it.
At that point, they know that you know that they know, so then they punish you for it. Either way, getting into game number 3 here, MaZo up 2-0 at the moment. This is Dany's tournament life, and this is your stock just absolutely annihilated as a 0 to death comes through from MaZo. What a stock.
See Dany taking a deep breath after that one as well, holding out on the Angel platform. This is tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matchup check, isn't it? Like the Meta Knight. How often do you fight Meta Knight these days?
Yeah, not that often. Character's always been a little bit of an oddball off-meta pick. But we're seeing right now why he is continuously such a threat. Why so many people say that they hope they don't run into a Meta Knight in their tourney pack.
I mean, honestly, this is one of the characters you don't want to fight, right? Like, Meta Knight is just, he's so fast. He's got so many different options, so many good juggle tools. He's got this annoying neutral special that he keeps throwing out and just swatting the Wolf away. Wolf flashing back, but still taking so much percent. Finally, Dany finds a hit, but we just can't get any combos going. That's the issue here for Dany right now.
Part of that is the safety of MaZo's moves. We just saw a great example. Dash attack crossing up on the shield. It can be a little bit iffy whether it's going to cross up or not. And so if you're not ready for it as Wolf, you can struggle to get a punish. There you go again. Struggling to get punishes on MaZo's, in theory, unsafe moves.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate he doesn't get the punish there. And not even the sweet spot of the back air in that moment. That surely might have actually taken the stock. I think it was like, what, 80 for the hit. There's the up smash, though. A little bit of a whiff punish there for Dany as they do find that stock, but a solid lead here for MaZo.
MaZo again mixing up that down air pressure, this time pulling out the tornado. Just another thing to add to Dany's mental stack in these dying moments. And the light is slowly being snuffed out, Zap.
Ooh, good tech, though. He's back to stage. A little bit of damage to boot, but the back air from center, of course, is going to be enough at that percentage. The light, like you said, Lentini, is gone from his eyes as he descends into the blast zone. Can we find the stock? Can we find an opening? Can we find something here? Dany, you got to fight back. MaZo's beginning to run away with it.
Even just a second ago, Dany had the read, but messed up the execution on a dash attack. MaZo's DI is so tricky.
Yeah, tricky DI. Speaking of, he hit him with a forward air, and he DI'd in, and Dany wasn't ready for it, so he didn't get the follow-up. He didn't find another forward air, didn't find another up air, but MaZo once again keeping Wolf at the ledge. Down tilt situation. I like how MaZo just kind of took a little nap in the center there. He didn't pick an option right away, and sometimes that tricks up your opponent.
Yeah, just take a little break. I 100% do that. I miss a tech and I pretend that it was on purpose.
You're like, I'm on the ground. Come hit me.
Yeah. Hey, what you
get
got?
up attack.
You just react, get up attack.
Yep. Forward air, or forward throw rather, as the neutral special once again connecting for MaZo. Dany able to return to stage, but MaZo's just playing this safe, not wanting to give away this stock. But at some point, Dany will find more and more. But the forward smash, okay, just walks up and lets it rip. I was going to talk about what Dany was doing. Should have been talking about what MaZo was doing. That forward smash, we'll take it and make it a quick 3-0 and a handshake.
I think I saw Dany with some up smash start up there. It was a little hard to tell exactly, but
he definitely pressed some button. I wasn't quite sure what it was in the top 8, because these are two of the players that I could see going the distance. I mean, we would love to see a TM7 Zap dub here, but he's definitely got his work cut out for him. I mean, like, Wrath is still in the bracket. Obviously, he has to get through ShinyMark. So we'll see. We'll see how he does here versus the Pikachu. I think this is the matchup in favor of Pikachu if I had to take a guess. But, you know, I've seen Zap do some crazy things.
We do have someone in the chat who speaks Russian. So I'm not actually sure if it is Russian, but you can confirm one way or the other. We're trying to figure out what Zap's in-game tag says.
Yeah, is that Russian? I don't
know.
Yeah, so illegal Smurf, you're gonna have to tell us whether or not, Either way, TM7 Zap with this edge guard already going crazy here. ShinyMark's turn now, though. Down throw gets the up air, no thunder to be had, and coming back with that quick attack to return to stage, and lots of damage here for ShinyMark as TM7 Zap tries to hold down center stage for the moment.
Just playing so safe. Immediately, you can see the way Zap's brain just flips a bit, going from offensive, I am going to hit you with up B2, to now just camp the platform for a second.
Okay, gets the nair. ShinyMark in a favorable position here as he sent out plenty of T-jolts. TM7 Zap's have been using a lot of that clown cart up B to try and blow up. I see you reading the chat, Lentini. You're laughing a little bit.
I just like the switch between, yeah, they're using Cyrillic. Oh wait, is that Hebrew? Nobody knows.
Says I'm the greatest, I'm pretty sure. You know, I mean, the chat's saying different things. Yes, it means I'm the greatest. Okay. Okay, he knows. He knows.
Oh, it does mean greatest. We got confirmation.
Shout outs to
Two
Illegal
sources
Smurf,
of truth.
our resident Russian speaker. Thank you very much. ShinyMark, though, so far, getting the better of TM7 Zap at the start of this game. 94% onto Pikachu, but TM7 Zap could find the stock if he finds a solid connection. The problem is getting that hit as ShinyMark is all over him in neutral.
Ooh, roll through. Great timing on that roll through, by the way. ShinyMark with like the minimum number of hits before you're allowed to roll through a jab. Zap getting punished for it, but it ended up working out because he's able to reverse that. Now he's got his win condition set up.
ShinyMark playing out there in the blast zone, totally comfortable on this right side. But you know what? I shouldn't have said that, Lentini, as he crashes into him with the clown cart and kills him at such an early percent as well.
That's why right before it happened, what did we say? The win condition is set up. That's what Zap's going for. Unfortunately, though, not able to get too much out of it because ShinyMark answers back with a similarly effective edge guard.
Okay. We're both blowing up, right? A little bit of damage here as the forward air connects for ShinyMark, and just a reversal of the situation as Zap trying to find an opening, but ShinyMark instantly reversing the situation due to the nature of these speedy attacks that Pikachu possesses.
Oh, scary up B there. The trade working out well for Zap. Gets to get back on the neutral, but ShinyMark back to holding the stage. Has been just a little bit better in those scrambles at finding himself as the one on the stage. Zap getting traded into the corner a lot of these times.
And Zap has had the clutch factor so far in this game. Can he clutch out one more early stock, though? That's the question, because ShinyMark still with the advantage here. Doesn't get the drag down, unfortunately, with the Thunder, as Zap trying to make it back to the stage. Gets on the platform, gets back to the stage. Okay, the little combination into the up B. Now, dangerous spot to be in if you're ShinyMark as the percentage is climbing. Oh,
a dash attack?
Wow.
That wasn't bad DI either. Maybe not perfect, but it was pretty decent.
It just tackles him. Kills him off that top left. Pikachu packs a punch, man. He should play football. That was quite a takedown from him.
Yeah. Offensive line.
Yeah, he's linebacker Pikachu.
Yeah,
bro.
true. Give my man a little helmet. He looks so cute in a football helmet.
If he had a little bit more weight on him, I think he'd be a force to be reckoned with. Just a little bit of a little bit more chonk on
like
him.
Like a Raichu?
Yeah, just a little bit pudgier.
Or like the 90s Pikachu, that might do it.
Oh yeah, the one that just kind of sits there, you know? He
just sits there,
yeah. I wish I had that image, like I could just pull it up. But either way, ShinyMark taking game number 1 here on TM7 Zap. Zap, like I said before, had that clutch factor, but that was pretty much all he had, as ShinyMark was really dominant in the neutral in that game number 1.
It's a difficult situation, I think, to find yourself in as ShinyMark because, to your point, a lot of it is clutch factor. The way ShinyMark plays is excelling at finding those early kills, like the up special 2, those terrifying confirms. So when you're up against someone like ShinyMark, who is incredibly adept at avoiding it, it can feel a little bit like you can't do anything.
Yeah, definitely a difficult task here for TM7 Zap, and he's going to have to adapt to how ShinyMark is playing. He's going to have to figure out how to open him up, how to get in on this neutral with the rat, lightning rat. A little bit broken here, honestly, as ShinyMark once again finding a bit of strings back and forth as he connects aerial to aerial, and 55% connecting here. No parry to be had on that multi-hit, and Team 7 Zap finally got an opening, but no up air connection, unfortunately.
It's a good awareness from ShinyMark. Like, you get the parry on the first hit, realize, nope, that's a down air drill, and hold the shield again rather than trying to punish it. Zap taking advantage, holding the stage. With that special great stuff for ShinyMark to get back in.
He is back. Okay, I like that. Throws out an aerial, instantly rapid jabs to catch you dropping that shield as we see the patented ShinyMark recovery below the stage. Air dodge given away. Unfortunately, Zap couldn't get there in time. Not enough speed on this junior to catch up for the punish.
And taking a lot of advantage of that, especially with, we see the teleports coming out from ShinyMark when he's in a scary spot, just like that. But Zap knows it. That's the counterplay. If you can predict the teleport, you can stuff it out. You can make it your turn.
Oh, T-Jolt breaking the forward smash here as ShinyMark sets themselves up to another favorable position. TM7 Zap coming through with the nair. Didn't expect it to hit. He went for a defensive option right after, but relatively even. Zap doing a lot better in the neutral so far in game number 2.
Spacing out with these back airs, trying to catch ShinyMark dashing in. I imagine we're going to see some adaptation, and sure enough, ShinyMark now playing a little bit slower. If you're going to be preemptive with your moves, I'm going to wait it out and I'm going to whiff punish you or put you into the scramble, because Junior is not the best at boxing.
You're exactly right. He does have those boxing gloves, but he doesn't make that good use of them, honestly. Need to take some
that's
boxing
the budget
lessons.
brand.
Speaking of, okay, couldn't connect the final jab there. Wouldn't have killed, but it would have been a nice setup for the stage position here. Team 7 Zap finally connecting with that backer and eliminating that stock from ShinyMark.
With that down air landing, ShinyMark playing very cautiously around it, respecting that, accepting that he doesn't always have the positioning to get the punish. More than happy to play the corner if Zap isn't going to punish him for being there.
Just maintaining this platform positioning. Zap playing a lot safer this time around, I'll say. ShinyMark once again entering in with those aerials, 68%. Zap tries to jump out of the clown cart. Fortunately, just a scramble situation, but ShinyMark's getting the better of Zap at the moment, Lentini.
Double teleport there. The first one works, but the second time around, Zap is once again ready. Really keeping ShinyMark from running away with that game plan, forcing the mix-up, forcing the honesty with there.
Catches the Koopaling. Throws it away. No, that's not a Koopaling. That's a Mecha Koopa, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a Mecha Koopa.
Koopaling is what Bowser Jr. physically is, right?
Well,
he's a Koopaling, right?
I don't know if Bowser Jr. counts as a Koopaling.
Really? Okay,
I'm not sure the lore there. He's definitely like Koopaling vibes.
Yeah.
But in my head, they're like a separate thing.
It's giving Koopaling.
It's giving Koopaling.
Either way.
Well, like, I don't think the Koopalings are Bowser's kids.
No?
I don't think so.
Man, somebody's got to confirm this. No, he isn't. All right, I trust you. I trust you. I trust chat. He's not a Koopaling.
Fastest is right.
Yep. He answered quick. I'm like, all right, I bet. Either way, ShinyMark beginning to run away with this a little bit. Once again, as we see the neutral beginning to encroach here onto TM7 Zap. Forward smash, though, is it enough? Yes, sir. Gonna be on that right side. ShinyMark now with a lead still, but TM7 Zap can bring this back, and honestly looking a lot better than game number 1 so far, if you had to ask me.
Oh, for sure. And seeing things like that reminds you why Zap keeps going for that. ShinyMark using things like T-Jolts to clank with it and putting Zap in awkward spots a lot of the time. But when you do get the hit, it just kills so early.
Okay, big damage here for Zap. Finding a bit of a connection there. Could be a punish here as he fades through the platform. A smart option select from Zap to avoid the punish.
Great catch on that Mecha Koopa as well from ShinyMark. Managing to weave it in between the pressure. And in a great spot to close this out. Forward are going to put you in a terrible spot. Excellent DI from Zap, though.
Yeah, fantastic DI to survive that one. Maximum rage. Are we going to see the down throw into nothing? Too high percent that time around as ShinyMark catches the Mecha Koopa, but now in a dangerous spot. Zap actually had a solid read, but ShinyMark was just too slippery. Forward tilt punish on the up B. Zap trying to make their way back. The down air punished with the up air. And the weak hit from that up air. Still alive is TM7 Zap. Can we get back to stage? What kind of hitbox was that? Oh,
Sakurai,
no.
we need to talk real quick. That clown car is just so big that I feel like it extended in front of Pikachu a little bit. Maybe like the head hitbox of that forward air there. But it was a scary position for ShinyMark to be in. Had the control in theory, had the percentage lead by far, but Zap just needs one big hit.
Yeah, I mean, Zap actually had that drop zone back air on that right side that just barely missed. ShinyMark just snuck by it. And if it connected, that would have been it. The max rage back air 80% on Pikachu out in the blast zone easily would have taken it. And Zap is just on the cusp of being able to take a game here, but ShinyMark just a little more clever right now.
That ShinyMark consistency. Consistently getting away from Zap's setups. We saw this kind of in our first set on stream, where Dany was struggling to get away from MaZo's setups. Now it's the other way around, where ShinyMark is succeeding. It's a very similar type of matchup, in my opinion.
It'd be that way sometimes. TM7 Zap, though, a quick 75% here to start off this game number 3. Zap's got to put at least one on the board. He's got to fight back somehow. As the Pound Cart smashing into the Pikachu as the Mecha Koopa walks all over the stage, covering a little bit of distance here. As Zap is just throwing out all the options. Dare I say he's mashing. Ooh. There we go. Beautiful. Sometimes the mash pays off.
Mashing feels great.
Especially if you are Zap here on the patented Bowser Jr. One of the best juniors in the world, dare I say.
I think that is a dareable thing to say. ShinyMark, though, trying to get started here. Let's see if anything can come out of it. Up throw, though. Early combos. This is not what ShinyMark needs.
Yeah, this is definitely Zap's game to lose now. If we were going to take a game, this is definitely the one, as we do have a solid stock lead at the moment. ShinyMark taking advantage of the disadvantage here from Bowser Jr. as Zap trying to maintain this center stage, trying to set up underneath this platform. He loves to play around this platform. You see he can yield some advantages from himself by getting that drop through nair, but the forward air from ShinyMark as he sets up a ledge trap situation.
Still alive and gets the reversal dash attack. Force him low with the cannonball. Unfortunately, though, was not able to get down quickly enough to actually punish that low recovery. Pikachu just too fast in that scenario. Now dropping cannonballs on top of him, too. He's trying so hard.
Yep. Dangerous spot to be in for both competitors at the moment. Dangerous for Pikachu because he just blows up at pretty much any strong hit here from TM7 Zap. And Zap definitely getting into that kill range where Pikachu can begin to hit with stray hits. Pikachu doesn't really kill with stray hits, but as the percentage climbs higher and higher, that forward air should be enough. There it is.
Bro is Batista bombing with those Mecha Koopas. And ShinyMark keeps just catching them and using them to extend his own combos. Finally, one goes his way, but Zap is not able to get the kill off.
Yep, still a lead here as that tackle comes through, setting up into a combination here from ShinyMark. And just when you think you're out of disadvantage, up B back with that hitbox to connect, roll through into the clown cart. Good damage here from Zap. Can we finish our food, though? Can we find this stock before ShinyMark can equalize the percentages?
This is the ShinyMark consistency test. Can you consistently space around those big hits? Trying to cover every option is Zap there with that beautifully spaced cannonball, but ShinyMark, again, knows the matchup, knows how to get around it.
And very careful, but finally connecting with that stray hit up air from TM7 Zap. 2 stocks to 1, but ShinyMark beginning to figure it out, beginning to adapt to this playstyle that Zap has developed for game number 3. Can he find this stock before Zap can get a little bit more extra credit? That's the question.
It's going to be tough. We saw a great situation like this at the end of the last game, where it took ages for ShinyMark to actually get the kill. Ended up killing at like 180 plus. And that is the win con for Zap. Just keep holding on to this stock. Now it's your turn to play safe. But I'll be honest, I don't see Zap playing safe. My man's still going in.
No, he's holding that W key at the current moment. Okay, tackle from the up B to trade, but that's a good trade. Any trade is a good trade at the current moment for Zap, as he finds more and more percent that nair, helping him get out of dodge and maintaining control of the stage. Mecha Koopa just I love how he just dies when he hits the shield. Like, he's like, oh man, I hit the shield, I'm dead, bro. Like,
no counterplay, unwinnable.
Yeah, this matchup's unwinnable. Give up. Shield is too strong.
Shield is broken.
Poor Mecha Koopa, bro.
Shield is a pretty good move.
Definitely. Very effective. Warrior not going to kill that time around. 197. Too stale. Drops the bomb. Able to snap the ledge. Teachel going to connect, but Zap is just like, as long as I can get back to stage, the damage I take does not matter as the rapid jab connects.
Rock'em Sock'em's doing a lot of damage there. Finally going to get the stock. 92% though on Pikachu. Now this goes the other way. Now Zap has to get the kill before ShinyMark gets too much extra drain.
Yeah, you gotta figure this one out, Zap. Can you find this kill? Can you keep your winner's side life alive as the Nair connects? Ledge trap situation, catches the Mecha Koopa. ShinyMark gets the punish on the up smash from TM7 Zap, just rolling back and forth. Okay, not gonna be able to trade that side B with the up B. ShinyMark still racking up more and more percent though.
I continue to be so impressed with how ShinyMark is playing around
what a
that
grab.
Mecha Koopa. That has been a cornerstone of this matchup. So many times, Zap is setting up what seems like impossible to overcome scenarios, and ShinyMark finds those little holes in the pressure.
Oh, there it is. Crashes into him. Crash and burn ShinyMark as TM7 Zap does find game number 3, keeping his winner's side life alive at the moment. But ShinyMark was definitely figuring it out towards the end there. So Zap's gonna need some counter adaptation, I think, moving into game number 4.
Yeah, Zap on the board. It was a narrow victory, but it was a victory nonetheless. That's what we've been saying about ShinyMark this whole time. Has been consistently winning. No longer the case. Now Zap found the hole. Can ShinyMark adapt? And can Zap, to the point you're making, continue that momentum? Or was it a little bit of a solved game, just too little too late at the end of that game number 3?
As we get into game number 4 here, thinking about what we can do with the stage, how we can change this outcome. ShinyMark, I'm assuming, went to a different stage for this one. Yes, small battlefield is going to be the choice here, as we're going to get a change of pace. Don't want to be on that Bastion no more.
It's interesting to see the Pikachu be the one picking the small stages and then spend the entire game running away.
You know, it'd be that way sometimes.
Like, they're both on the same wavelength here, but I can't figure out what that wavelength is. It's like infrared or something. I can't see it.
We need a special kind of glasses to see this.
Yeah, we need some Zenny glasses to see that.
We don't quite have the eyes for it. Yeah, where are my Zennies at? You know, I think those are just...
You pop those on real quick?
I actually do have a... You know, I could pop them on. I wore those things for the entirety of LMMM Top 8.
Pretty great. We'll talk about those more later. For now, though, Zap and ShinyMark scrapping at the beginning of this stock.
Zap once again up a stock. You love to see that. It does bode well for the Game 5 situation that could be upon us, assuming Zap can maintain this lead. Can that point-blank range isn't the effective use of that projectile, I'd say.
That is definitely not where you typically see it, but I think the idea was the delay startup, hoping that ShinyMark just flickers the shield and then drops it.
Only 2% tacked on. Down tilt connecting. No T-Jolt tech chase. That's a big punish here for Zap. He couldn't get the correct hit on the up air after the throw, unfortunately. Ooh, I like that air dodge. He actually mixed up ShinyMark a little bit. He couldn't connect the Nair.
Poke him. Get that fork away from me.
Poke for the fork. ShinyMark swinging a little bit here, Lentini. 2 up smashes whiffed in this stock so far.
I think it's a bit of desperation, trying so hard to prevent what keeps happening. This undying pressure from Zap, the refusal to let go.
Yep, holding on to these stocks. Zap is definitely doing a great job keeping these stocks in the triple digits for sure.
Zap is that meme right now of the dude with the backpack with like the one strand holding it together.
Oh yeah, you love a backpack like that because it survives, you know. Okay, up throw. We get him all the way to the percentage where up throw is enough to kill. Only 40% racked on here for TM7 Zap. Okay, didn't get the swing on the way down, unfortunately. That actually might have been the stock all the way over there on Pikachu, perhaps.
Zap had the read on that roll in, but wasn't ready with the punish. Not a good situation to find yourself in. Bad air dodge.
Bad spot. We're able to come back.
Oh
Hopefully.
no! But you know who isn't able to come back? It's ShinyMark.
No.
Trying so hard. It's that desperation. Saw the air dodge and recognized this is my opportunity to make something happen, and unfortunately, just overcooked it a little bit.
Yeah, such a crucial error as TM7 Zap does his best impression of ShinyMark underneath the stage there, going from one side to the other to avoid that ledge trap. You love to see it.
We are seeing something there, speaking of, that chat was talking about, that Pikachu has the ability to kind of camp a little bit and mix up recoveries under stage here.
Yeah.
And that can be a strength and why you would want to go here, regardless of the size.
Definitely that underneath technology. You see Zap taking advantage of it as well. 109% here now. Zap's game to lose still, as he's accrued a solid lead for himself, but can he close it out, Lentini? We've been asking this question the entire time. Can we take out the consistent ShinyMark? Can we do it?
Is he a closer?
We'll find out.
Survey says 33% of the time he's a closer.
33% of the time, huh?
33% of the time he's a closer.
I don't know. If he wins this game, I'd say it's a little bit higher than 33%.
Yeah, it might even go up to like a 50%.
It might even. Rapid jab connecting. Not going to go from that side of the stage, though, as we send out every projectile in the book. ShinyMark trying to avoid the ledge trap. Air dodge through. Here comes the Koopa with the layup, but no kill on that forward throw, unfortunately. Oh, I love
Licky
that.
Licky's going to do it. Zap is 50% of the time a closer.
Yep, 50% of the time. Can we bump that up to a 60? Let's find out. In game number 5 here. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Happy to see the first game number 5 of top 8. CM7 Zap versus ShinyMark. They are definitely delivering right now.
Those boxing gloves starting to put in work. Did you have Rock'em Sock'ems as a kid?
I did have Rock.
They went so hard.
It's a very, you know, we don't have good toys nowadays, Lentini. Like, don't let me get on my soapbox, but like, I go into the store and I don't see cool toys anymore.
So
you know what I'm saying?
All these kids on their phones and iPads.
They got like Skibbity Toilet and Fortnite in the, you know, next thing you know, they're gonna come out with a 6-7 toy, bro. Like,
when I was a kid, we had inflatable gloves with no padding on the front, and we punched each other with them.
When I was a kid, we had like foam sticks that we'd smack each other with. And that was peak, you know? That was, peak. It was peak.
My brother and I used real sticks. We had bamboo.
Oh, goodness. Those would always hurt my fingers. You know, you'd be sword fighting, smack the finger, that's it. It's over.
Oh, yeah, that's the thrill of the hunt.
The primal instinct?
The primal instinct of the bamboo wars of 95.
Zap is tapping into his primal instincts right now as he's continuing to run away with these leads. 92% onto ShinyMark. This is a stark contrast from the first 2 games we've seen from Zap. He's definitely adapted to the matchup, and ShinyMark has been struggling to find advantages like he was in those first 2 games.
Went for a read on the roll-in there. ShinyMark has been giving up those roll-ins, so I get the idea, but no punish, so not a big deal. Zap gonna continue on his skullduggery, continuing to hold forward, set up that Mecha Koopa, making it difficult for ShinyMark to get out. And there you go.
Beautiful read, though, catching ShinyMark coming back to stage with that quick attack. Not gonna happen.
Sure he doesn't have bamboo that he's smuggling in that clown car?
I don't know. He's got something in there that's definitely smacking up this Pikachu at the current moment.
ShinyMark's knuckles looking awfully sore right now.
He needs some like gloves. Gotta put some, he needs some boxing gloves, genuinely.
Some Rock'em Sock'em boxing gloves.
This is an unfair advantage. This clown has some freaking boxing gloves.
The unweighted gloves.
Yo, he's got some steel in those gloves. I think
that's
he might
true.
be
Wait, those
cheating.
are very weighted.
Have to be. They gotta have some tungsten metal in there or something.
Tungsten.
I had to think about
those tungsten cubes are beefy.
I had to think of a very heavy metal.
Well, let's see if those metals are getting into his blood. TM7's Zap needs to remain consistent, cannot fall off the cliff here, as ShinyMark is trying desperately to find a way back in, getting more aggressive.
Yeah, but speaking of aggression, look at TM7 Zap as he is just aggressing onto Pikachu at the current moment, racking up more percent. There is almost never a moment where he's not holding in to Pikachu at this current moment. Finally, ShinyMark taking advantage of that, though. Air dodging through to get back to stage as once again Zap pressing the advantage. Okay, double hit from the air. If the first one doesn't connect, try again, and he succeeds. No forward smash that time around, though.
There's a good roll from ShinyMark to get back to stage, avoiding that forward smash.
Okay.
Beefy gloves going contested. Zap bobbing and weaving. Can't find his opening, though.
ShinyMark. The advantage now. Well, it was actually a difference of 0.01 for a moment there. Oh no, not the blast zone. This has been the bane of ShinyMark as he unfortunately SDs. Now Zap has been given the blessing. Can we close it out though? We've asked this question once. I'll ask it again, Lentini. Is he a closer?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Get your tungsten gloves strapped on. Goes for the nair with him there. But ShinyMark found a way through, found a way to get to last stock, using that deep understage mix-up.
Oh,
but
no!
Zap is always there, covering every option.
He's definitely always there, not making it easy for ShinyMark to come back to stage. ShinyMark finding an opening, though. Up tilt, dragged down with the nair, more and more resets. Actually misses the up tilt, unfortunately for Zap. Reset situation, 56%. Not as much as I thought he would get. Luckily, Zap is able to get out of there, but ShinyMark, once again, finding some advantages here in this last stock situation.
But with how late
oh, no.
has been. Oh, I was about to talk about how late everyone's been living. But this time around, Zap found the early kill, hit him with the Rafflecopter, that propeller, so much knockback, and that is going to solidify Zap in winners finals.
Oh man, and what a showing from Zap as well. Completes the reverse 3-0 and takes out ShinyMark's
activate.
The sleeper agent, huh? Well, we'll see what we can do here. MaZo versus MaZo. Winners semis. Love to see it. Okay, you know, it's an interesting matchup. Honestly, I'm not sure how this one goes. I can't say I've ever spectated a Meta Knight versus Ken before, Lentini.
It's definitely not a common matchup. I think it is going to be a pretty typical Meta Knight matchup of just do this very specifically and kill him for it. And on the other side of things, MaZo is going to try to not let that happen.
You know, this MaZo guy has been very good at taking early stocks. I'll tell you what, Lentini, we've seen this a few times now.
The online. Oh, what was any of that?
We were getting some Tatsu loops or
the toops. You hit him with the toop.
The toops, huh? I never thought I'd see the day. Okay, rapid jab. That should be punished. Big damage here for MaZo. Can't find that forward smash, unfortunately, to close out the stock. He had to go for it, though, because Shoryuken combination was not going to kill off the top, especially not on town.
Yeah, Meta Knight is incredibly light. So things like this are just going to explode him. And that is going to be a boon for MaZo in the matchup. It's going to be scary to scrap, but at least on both sides of things, you can look at it as an opportunity to force your win condition. Whoever wins the scrap gains a particularly large advantage in this matchup.
Absolutely. MaZo, a man who has been known to scrap playing this character, but wow, there we go. Teleports behind you, nothing personal, kid, once again here for MaZo as he finds that stock with the down B. Trying to return to stage here. Should be able to get back to stage as MaZo's trying to mix up here. Can't find... Oh, I was about to say he couldn't find the connection, but I was wrong. Even the DI out doesn't save you there. I think the DI out actually helped MaZo find that stock.
Let's see if he can keep it, though. Right, this is such a scary situation. Despite having that statement of a stock there, MaZo just needs to find one opening. He doesn't care if he's at 56.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was the start.
Good focus, though. Able to avoid that. MaZo has been in these situations plenty of times. Has that clutch factor. Let's see what their win rate is so far. Oh, not quite 100% like I thought it would be, as MaZo has a second lease on life.
MaZo might not be a closer. Hang on.
We're going to find out.
Hold on.
Is MaZo a closer, though? Doesn't have the...
Oh, wait.
Oh, no! He doesn't have his jump. He spikes him with the side B, MaZo. You want some cheese with that wine as MaZo finds the blast zone. Unfortunately, MaZo, once again, the clutch gene is real.
That was so mean.
Very.
Good stuff to MaZo. Had the early lead. Started to go the other way as MaZo found some big hits, but MaZo was just more of a closer.
He's just like that. He's truly like that. 100% closer win rate at the moment. This is a stat that we're keeping track of for the rest of the bracket, Lentini.
Yeah, what's your close rate?
Yeah, what's your close rate?
Sound like I'm on Shark Tank or something. What's your close rate?
Oh, man. All right, game number 2. MaZo versus MaZo. What is the map pick here for MaZo? What kind of counter pick? We're going back. You know, why not? I mean, honestly, it was very close at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I feel like there's 2 things that work out well for MaZo here. One, if you're off stage, you're probably going to struggle more with the big blast zones. So just make them small blast zones that'll always kill everybody all the time.
Exactly.
And also off the top, because Meta Knight is so light, you're probably just going to kill him no matter what. And MaZo is going to struggle more to kill with the up B off the top.
And so far, it's paying off here for MaZo as he does kill easily off that side. You haven't seen MaZo go for those Shoryuken combos nearly as often because of that high ceiling, right? We see him go for that combo off the ledge trap into the forward smash typically, and it's been working really well for MaZo as he is manipulating MaZo into the position that he wants him to be in so he can find that stock.
Ooh, that's a start. Does not get the roll in there. Could have gone for the tech chase, instead going for the read, punishing you for it. Speaking of punishes, MaZo getting punished twice in a row there. Those multi-hits so good at breaking through the focus attack, and that has been something that has been difficult for MaZo to deal with for the entire set so far.
Dash attack, up air. Here comes MaZo, getting a string here, but the focus able to get MaZo out of dodge. We're going to find a big punish. No kill off that right side, unfortunately, as we corkscrew back to stage. Okay, shield into the Shoryuken, and of course it's going to kill off the top. MaZo with those confirms, finding that second stock.
Was there ever a doubt? It always kills.
No, sir. It does. Not even on town, it does. Okay, the scramble situation. MaZo trying to connect onto MaZo here, trying to find something as we get our bearings here on the platform, slowing down the pace a little bit. Feigning aggression here with that dare. Empty hops all around as MaZo utilizing the movement here. MaZo just content to maintain center stage as he opens him up with a parry for 11%.
I always like to see that from players, recognizing the game state. It's time to slow it down for me. I can just nickel and dime using that fireball, which is really not the best projectile, but it's something in a situation where you're just trying to get a little bit of extra damage.
Uh-oh. Whew. Couldn't quite get that shield poke. And there's the back air once again here for MaZo as he's 2 for 2 on edge guards against MaZo here. And once again, it's the same situation as game 1, only reversed. The last time around, MaZo found an early kill. This time, it's MaZo who finds the early kill. Either way, we're on last stock right now. It's really just who can close it out.
Oh, MaZo wants it so badly, and it looks like he's going to find it. Was that like 80-something% before the hit? So much damage, so much knockback. Getting on the board.
And that closeout there from MaZo with the old reliable Shoryuken combo. Reliable. Truly is the oldest and reliablest of combos for Ken. Finds that stock onto MaZo. 50% close rate right now for both players. You know, it really is just the win rate. We're just calling it the We're just calling it the close rate.
I do think, like, jokes aside, it's a very real thing. The ability to close out that last stock and the ability to play on the other side of things, that last stock can't touch this kind of game plan, and seeing who is better at that part of the game, because it's so different from the first stock, the second stock.
Absolutely. Closing is definitely a skill you need to have in the plat fighting business. And these players in the upper echelons certainly do have that skill. The problem is when both players have the close gene, what happens? Unstoppable force versus a movable object.
These ones feel like 2 unstoppable forces, if I'm being honest. MaZo showing what you can do on that last game on this stage makes it very interesting to see MaZo willing to go back here on their own counter pick. Oh, wait, this is why. Never mind, I get it. I see the vision.
I mean, MaZo has been making effective use of these small side blast zones so far here against MaZo as the twister connecting there. 85% now tacked onto MaZo as MaZo's trying to parry, trying to flicker that shield around, trying to find an opening here. Tried to get the reset there because he knew that connection of the up tilt was not going to confirm. We're so back. We're hurrying out here a little bit.
We've seen it a few times. That up special, punishing people going for 2 frames in the corner. I feel like it's been very difficult for anybody to deal with it from MaZo's recovery.
Yeah, I mean, MaZo is just so quick as well off the platform, or off the ledge rather, to return if you make even a little bit of a mistake, even if you input something laggy there. No back air to be found this time around as MaZo sharking Jazo off the level. Tatsumaki not going to connect into much more. Here we go once again, trying to get that down tilt combination. That should be a big punish here for Jazo. Gets the dare into the Shoryuken combination. Of course, that's going to kill at 95. Even on town, it don't matter. He pops that Meta Knight like a balloon.
The timing from Jazo to go for the shield exactly when he did, as MaZo was trying to break out of the pressure. Both of them so aware of where the minus frames were, and Jazo turned it around, flipped it on its head, got the stock and the lead. But at 170, certainly living on borrowed time.
Oh, you gotta watch out for Rage Ken, though. I'm like, is this Shoryuken gonna kill at 30? Like, he's got maximum rage. Watch out, Meta Knight. Dangerous spot to be in as the shield poke comes in. Jazo shield pressure, immaculate. MaZo trying to get back to stage. Oh, Tatsu's out of there. I didn't think it was gonna connect. I don't think Jazo wanted to commit there.
Now MaZo is scared to swing out of disadvantage. Finally able to find it in the neutral, but you could see multiple situations where Jazo was going for things like those down tilts, the pressure on shield, eventually becoming unsafe. And MaZo did not pull the trigger.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Lentini, are we going to see it? No, we're going to air dodge through. Jazo's back. Yep, the good DI to get out of there. Twister connecting once again. MaZo has brought back the percentage. Shoryuken given away. Okay, bad situation to be in it for Jazo. Going high. I love that recovery from Jazo. Oh, it's going to be enough. I can't believe it. It just kills so early, doesn't it?
That platform RNG has saved Jazo twice in this game, allowing for those high recoveries. Still in a position where you could potentially use it, but not even a chance as MaZo shuts it down, going super low. That is the second time as well that we've seen that used. Starting to play a little bit of the RPS of options, I think, as we get deeper into the set.
Shades of game 1 as he corkscrews him into the blast zone.
Oh, no.
Oh, not a... Oh, MaZo, beautiful off that left side as he carries him all the way to the blast zone. He says... This stage has a stretcher on it, but I'm the stretcher. Enjoy this left side.
It had to happen eventually. The number of times MaZo has come so close to getting that exact kill, and the way that he is able to convert into it from different openers and different positions, I think is a key factor. It's not always that same like dash attack up air starter that you're used to seeing on every Wi-Fi set ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff here to MaZo, finding another game on the board on Jazo of all people as well. Once again, taking advantage of that online prowess, that Meta Knight. A strong character here in this bracket so far, if MaZo has anything to say about it. Looking to book themselves a ticket into top 4.
Yeah, up 2 games to 1. It's a pretty good spot to find yourself in. But
Absolutely.
Jazo has a lot of mental fortitude. I have seen it many a time in person. The question will be, in the online sphere, do you have that same poise? Can you handle the mental stress of what MaZo is bringing to the table with these stretcher confirms?
Are you a closer? The question we've been asking all night. Can MaZo close it out, or will Jazo take it to game 5? All this and more on the next episode of Platfight Top 8 Ultimate.
I was so ready for you to say like Dragon Ball Z or something.
I wanted to change it up. Usually I do say Dragon Ball Z, but I was like, I'm going to change it up this time.
I respect it.
I got to keep you on your toes.
Changing up the approach options here is Jazo just running in like, I think I'll run up Nair. What are you going to do about it?
I think I'll hit him now.
Ow!
I think I'll hit him now.
And now he's gonna starve.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna starve. Starving on this percentage so far is MaZo, only 18%. We're gonna need some more hits, but Jazo says the advantage is all mine at the current moment. 18% tacked on. No stretcher combo this time around as Jazo reverses the situation. And there we go, nice little back air there for the optimal damage. We're going all the way down there. MaZo able to return to stage, but Jazo with a significant lead.
Ooh, that trip was a lifeline for MaZo.
Uh-oh.
Fighting so hard out of the corner. Look at that one trip and a fantastic conversion off of that trip. If RNG hadn't been on MaZo's side, we could have seen things flip the entire opposite direction.
Hey, yo, is that Luigi on the scoreboard or is that Meta Knight? Like, how did we kill off the top? Basically 0 to death. MaZo has found so many of these strong confirms so far in this bracket, now finding more and more damage with these dash attacks onto MaZo.
Yeah, you mentioned the difficulty of killing off the side. I think MaZo's got another plan. Is worth noting, though, like, MaZo finally let go of that Town and City pick. We went to Hollow Bastion. I think it's a good choice. I think it was working out pretty well, but there are still threats on both sides.
Is it gonna bite him in the butt, though, as MaZo making effective use of that middle platform to get that ladder for that first stock? Oh, that's big damage and a big kill option from MaZo.
Not off the double waveland as well. Bro, you got mixed in neutral.
MaZo do have that mix sometimes, and here comes more mixes. 36% is racked on to MaZo. MaZo has to find this stock, or else we're going to be looking at a game number 5.
Stock's not over yet. Great usage of that double jump that he saved into the instant Tatsu, putting him in a position where it's difficult for MaZo to get there in time. Reversal of fates here. This time he's ready with the parry. That down special has been so scary.
No punish.
He's ready for it.
Yep. Works through as well. MaZo utilizing these special moves in such a way that allows him to be mostly safe whenever he does return to that ledge. 122%. Can we find this stock? Down tilt, down smash, no kill just yet. It's not strong enough. That's going to be enough. The dare from MaZo on that right side.
It's not over. But if you're MaZo, you're already at kill percent. Just needed to get that down tilt. That could have been it right there. So many easy break confirms that MaZo has at this percent. MaZo needs to find the big opening. Oh, he found it.
He did find the opening. Couldn't finish his food, though. Up air into that back air. Corkscrew catching that focus. And look at all this damage. Great grab from MaZo. Finding all the reads. Finding the neutral advantages. But there's a big focus. MaZo's going to close it out. He's a closer with a 50% win rate. And now it's a game 5 situation, Lentini.
The focus attack finally being properly utilized. MaZo went for the up tilt there, which is a single hit move. Can't break through the armor. And typically you expect MaZo to play defensively there, but this time, press the trigger, got aggressive, and converted.
Absolutely fantastic from MaZo there. I mean, the advantage state for MaZo was so good, too. He was racking up even more percent than MaZo had tacked on. It's just, the focus was so clutch. It was so well-timed, so precise, using it in the correct moment. And in that moment, he found the last stock. Game number 5 is upon us.
It's time to get serious. I am so curious what the bans are here. Did we ban Town and City?
Did we? I don't know. We could see a return to could see a return to our favorite stage so far in this set. Another game number 5 though. You love to see it. Love to see the competitiveness coming out from these players here. Platfight. Impressive showing from both of them. But who's going to close it out? That's the question that we've been asking all night long.
Who's the closer?
Who's the closer?
Either way, MaZo taking sweet time, taking a deep breath. Honestly, respect. You've got the time. Take a minute. Think about what needs to change. Give yourself some personal mid-set coaching.
Do a little bit of yoga, a bit of meditation.
Yoga.
Some stretches.
Just some downward dog in between games.
Yeah, just stretch. Let's stretch out those legs.
We're just gonna go on a walk.
Get some Wii Fit, you know? Get some some sun salutations in.
Salute the sun.
Exactly. Get the Wii Fit board out, you know? You know, I never had a Wii Fit as a kid.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
I feel like
I did want one.
It was such a cool thing.
It was pretty cool. It honestly wasn't as cool as you thought it was, if I'm being so for real. But like as a kid, I was like, this seems kind of gas. And I really wanted it because I could play the drums on Wii Music, and you could use the Wii Fit as like the what's that?
Kick drum?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Thank you, Spargo, for the raid. You came in at a fantastic time. It is
Shout outs to
MaZo versus
Spargo.
MaZo. Game 5 on loser's side. So much to play for here in this top 8. Winner gets to play against ShinyMark in the first set of our top 4.
So far, relatively even as well as MaZo trying to return to the stage. Here comes MaZo, though, with the advantage. That's going to be the stock. No, Town and City. And MaZo has thanked his lucky stars that he picked this stage.
It does
Surviving
answer
that
the
first
question. MaZo decided not to ban it. Probably wanted to get rid of the really small stages, if I had to guess, just so you have space to use your superior ground speed and space out for those approaches.
Oh, focus once again, helping out MaZo. And these down airs have been so safe here from MaZo. Sure, you can gonna miss that time around as the jab comes through from MaZo. Trying to get that grab, expecting a shield from MaZo as he traverses the stage. Biggest shield pressure rolling out of there.
Oh,
no! MaZo ran right into that one. He smacks him away.
No, don't jump into that. You know that's like, it feels so bad.
The day one.
Because you know it's coming. And you're thinking about how you need to space around it, but you're so fixated on where it is and when it's going to come out that you just autopilot run into it.
Yep, the back and forth here. Both players taking a stock within the span of 10 seconds. As MaZo finding some damage to start off this second stock. MaZo looking for something here, trying to find an opening with those safe dares. I love those rising safe dares that MaZo has been throwing out in neutral.
MaZo also, with those safe dares, spacing very well around MaZo's shield, who is very clearly trying to, like, flicker for a parry, and there you go. As soon as you get the parry, that's why MaZo's staying up so high with the down air.
Oh, this Ken character, man, he's just too dang consistent. He just zaps the stocks away.
All of his moves work.
They do. Fair. They do just work. I mean, I feel like MaZo, the working man.
The working man.
The blue collar.
Meta Knight? That's crazy.
The blue collar, the working man is getting cheesed out by white collar Ken at the moment. He's just got these confirms for days.
It's that Ken old money that's doing it to him.
It's so hard, you know, for a low tier like Meta Knight.
Fleet, right? He's got money.
Probably, yeah. Okay, here we go. Big opening.
That money to good work.
We can't fit. No, that's not how it ends, right? Oh, that's so unfortunate. He flew too close to the blast zone. He's been loving that blast zone all tournament long. He's found many a stock off that left and right side, but sometimes the blast zone giveth and it taketh away as MaZo takes game 5 in a very sad and tragic manner.
That's so sad.
It's very sad, but sometimes you just gotta say, we take those. GG's.
You hate to see it.
And we've got some of the kings of the online scene. We've got TM7 Zap taking it over ShinyMark, which is like, I'm thinking like it had to happen eventually because honestly, Junior Pikachu isn't as bad as you would think it would be.
Reverse 3-0 too, by the way.
It's just crazy.
That went the full 5.
But now we've got a funny matchup here because in my home region of Philly, we like to call Bowser Jr. Dr. Sonic.
Right? I mean, yeah, he kind of is similar in that aspect. You know, that side B, it's kind of a very similar thing. Granted, it's not like a continuous hitbox. There's obviously some key differences, but yeah, he's kind of like a poor man's Sonic.
I can see it. I see it. I understand what y'all throwing down. So we're getting a good idea. Like we said, they did play match number 1 off stream without us. They said we're running it through. So Wrath is up 1 whole game. See if Zach can come back from this. Already in a high 102. Kind of scary to start things off.
Oh, he's gonna. Okay, I was about to say we're gonna see that spring gonna go for that up air attempt, trying to close out that stock. Not gonna get it, but the back air though, man, Wrath is already so aggressive here.
Dude, it's just the way that Wrath is approaching the start of most of these combos, like dropping down with the falling nairs, with the falling up airs in general, where you're outside of that the cart hitbox of Bowser Jr., where you can negate most of that damage negation from this character. He's keeping the consistent pressure up right now. I mean, Zap is trying to fight back, especially with these Mecha Koopas. It's like, again, Sonic can just ignore all of this nonsense most of the time.
Oh my god, dude.
Especially like that.
Oh man.
There's been quite a few attempts where Wrath was trying to get a reversal, and he finally gets that back air to really kind of like solidify, you know, that first stock there. So honestly, just very well played on his end.
Yeah, very well played. I mean, There's a little bit of catch up that Zap's gonna have to do to really get through this Wrath. You know, just being a typical Sonic on these shenanigans. It's just like, if you're Zap, how do you lock down, lock in, and take this first stock? Because I mean, Wrath is doing such a great job of keeping them out.
I mean, like, he has a remnant of a good idea, again, with the setting up Mecha Koopa, where it forces Wrath to kind of slow down how he's approaching. Again, another transient hitbox like that Rapid Jab there is a similar idea where Wrath doesn't necessarily need to challenge it, but he needs to respect it. Because if he runs in there all willy-nilly and I mean, Junior does a lot of damage. So you need to understand where he's existing, where he's imposing this advantage state, and respect where he's playing around. Because if he does it, he almost died to a side B at 87.
Oh, wow, what a tech here, though, to stay alive. And, you know, that's another thing here. Is like TM7 Zap, I mean, we all know, like, you and me for sure are familiar with Bowser Jr. is a much better character than people give him credit for, right?
True.
But the other side of it, oh, just barely missed out on that air dodge. But TM7 Zap is a player who does get better the more he fights somebody. He starts to learn more. He does a really good job of, like, finding some adaptations, trying new things to get those W's. And there's a lot of players he's had a lot of struggles with that he eventually will get a set off of.
I see it, the downloads happening in real time. I mean, you see the adaptations being made here. You know, a lot more defensive when he needs to be, knowing that Wrath has to, you know, commit a decent bit more to get in. I mean, 97 right now in the second, still bringing the fight the best he can. Like, it's really, like you said, the more he fights somebody, the better he gets, and you're seeing it in real time. And hopefully he doesn't die off of this off the top. He's still right now, but like, yeah, this could definitely turn in his favor. I'm looking forward to seeing how he can go the distance for this. Remember, he is still down one whole game.
You guys noticing that every single time he drops Mecha Koopa, Wrath is forced to stop what he's doing, either play around it or pick it up. And stopping the spin charges, stopping the pressure he's keeping up, essentially letting Zap either land for free or reset up where he can challenge that spin dash right there. I mean, he's not going to win it out that time, but again, he still has Mecha Koopa in hand, finally going to opt for that back air. Wrath a little bit tired of that, saying, you know what, get this nonsense out of my face.
Get away from me.
Yeah, I mean, now it's just a matter of just getting some free percentage here, a little bit of extra credit. But I mean, that is a nice little rapid jab, and that's a crazy rapid jab too. Got buffed, by the way. Remember that? Is able to take some stocks. Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
It does some decent damage, but right now, again, it's about trying to get this stock out of the way to just try to even things up. But like, you don't have another chance to even things up and then lose the stock again. You have to find a way to close this out. So it's going to be a tough one for Zap, but Wrath is just completely in control at the moment. I like that. Great attempt.
Yeah, I mean, it's been trying, you know, to get that stock off right side stage multiple times throughout this game. It's worked twice before, or once before rather. We'll see if we can go 2 for 2 on it. 110 here. Yeah, it was like looking for one detonation, one bomb, but still surviving for just a moment. You get caught, charge it, send him flying up top. 1-1. This is still doable.
See, Wrath going for the homing attack there because he didn't want to go to ledge and play around the Mecha Koopa and gets called out by the F-Smash. Again, Zap is utilizing that item perfectly, forcing Wrath wherever he wants him to be.
This is still very dicey though. Still a high one. 13 climbing higher. We know that Wrath is able to get these kill confirms off.
Multiple things.
All right.
The shield to save his life, but
I really thought he was just gonna like, hey, you know what? He's charging forward smash. I'll just walk into it.
He said, "Let me at him. Let me at him."
That shield was just a quick prayer from God, real quick, but couldn't save him in the end. So this is Wrath. Technically, he's up 2 right now. Gotta go one more.
Game was so dominant, he won. He gave him 2 games for that. That's crazy. That's insane.
He's definitely doing a good job here. Again, though, we just saw Zap not too long ago with a reverse 3-0 against ShinyMark. I mean, the possibility is always there. Could certainly try to find a way to reverse 3-0 on this one. And nothing against ShinyMark, but like Wrath just has a certain type of clutch factor to himself. That like he knows when to lock in. He doesn't try anything crazy. He plays his game very, very carefully.
Oh yeah, seen it many times over. Being in Georgia, just the amount of ridiculous times Wrath's got away with absolute murder.
I mean, what?
I mean, don't make me come up there. I'm gonna come up there. But no, I mean,
in this weather, please don't come up here. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, my tires would not make it. I'm gonna be real.
Dude, I'm so glad that this is like online specifically this year because the weather in my area right now is like bad enough where my internet's not going out and I'm fine, but like, or good enough where it's fine, but bad enough where it's like I'm not going outside and I'm watching Game 3 on Town and City.
Yeah,
exactly. Which is also a wise man once told me, no one ever picked Town and City with good intentions. especially in this matchup. It's going to be
there's a few stages that are like that.
Yeah, I can make a list.
Town and City certainly is one of them, though, because like you got those small blast zones on the side. You're definitely looking to do something a little bit nasty here, right? And Bowser Jr. certainly has tools. I mean, a lot of his kills are going off the side anyway. We did see an up smash kill from last game, but that's not something we're normally going to see. You're going to see a lot of those forward airs, those back airs, those abandoned ships into the hammer swings. So I mean, this is definitely the type of stage that Zap wants to be on.
Yep. Like you said, forcing the issue, also not having temporarily, depending on timing, not having the platforms for Wrath to work off of. But it's just, Zap just really, has to not rely on just counterpunching so often. He has to be able to bring more of a fight to Wrath here. You see it right there. Get that confirmed. Take that stock. Very nice. Zap in the lead for now. But the thing is, how long can he keep this up? Sitting at 144. Pretty scary for the junior.
Zap recognizing the spaces that Wrath likes to play around. Again, that little short hop distance away from around the ledge, the center stage where he likes to get a little antsy, considering most of the time, most people are not going to be challenging Sonic in that position. And Zap doing just that right there. Again, running up there, holding up that shield, forcing him to go around. You have a lead here. You got max rage. You might as well take advantage, especially the Mecha Koopa with the cannonball, everything out of the kitchen sink. He's getting a little nuts.
The amount of things that Wrath was able to do right there. All right, we saw the spin dash, we saw the homing attack, but then using the spring after not landing either of those hits to get out of dodge was actually crazy there. But as you can see, we are seeing Zap trying to go for that abandoned ship. That is something he's going to throw out plenty of times. We've seen it many times already.
He's been able to get away with it.
Done.
Yeah, he's been able to get away with it pretty often, and it more often than not leads to some sort of victory in his half. But like you said, Momo, max rage, bro. You gotta go hard in the paint right now. You have to be able to confirm something off of this. But a little bit of spin Rudy though. Ras says, no, I got my face with that. Man.
I think a big thing about this too is that Wrath learning his lesson from game 2, or Zap learning his lesson from game 2, where recognizing that Wrath found most of those openings again off of short hops, and he's playing in the short hop distance, going for a lot of the side B cancels, keeping the Mech Koopa in hand, playing in the air, where you can't get those landing aerial hits, where you're forced again to challenge the stronger part, the armored part of the cart, where all the damage you're getting as Sonic is so much more negligible.
Yeah, and then I mean this second stock for both of them is a lot more equal than it was compared to game number 1. Sitting in a similar range to each other. So Wrath is being a little bit tested here, having the more so time his homing attacks, more so time in his spin dashes. We're just gonna run up grab. That's fine. We throw those down on occasion. Zap landing right behind though. For a way in, needs to crack this can open.
Yep, there we go, man. Wrath is taking his time. Ooh, try to look for that stock off the top. And as we can see, though, I mean, as time has gone on, he just Wrath. I was just going to say, Wrath worked so hard to get a lead back into his favor and then just falls right into the forward smash. Sometimes it's just that Randy forward smash that's going to get you the stock. Oh, come on. Man.
Goodness gracious, man.
Oh, man. Hey, we talked about the stage. No good intentions.
Yeah, you get it. You see what I'm talking about now. The wise old man, bro. He was onto something.
Clearly. Oh, man.
There we go. Okay.
I was waiting for it. He's waiting for it. It's like, how quick can Wrath equal this up? One apiece here. I mean, Zap needs this a lot more than Wrath does.
Well, I mean, the thing is, what happened last time is, Wrath did eventually take the lead, as we can see right there. That backer going to give him that 43%, but now it's just a matter of closing it out. And again, you can't just think that Zap's just going to, let you take a lead and he's just going to fall over and take it. No, he's going to find a way to battle back. As you can see with these up airs, why did he go for a forward air? Oh my God, I felt like he could have confirmed and took some more damage.
Yeah,
a lot.
Get back to the stage for just a moment here, but interesting. Wrath playing a lot in the air. This late on, you both at 85 looking alive. Charge up on the force smash, not going to happen with that parry. Oh, jockeying for that position on center stage. I like it.
Zap throwing out every distro he has, every projectile to cover the landing from Wrath. Eventually, looking for that backer, not going to find the hit just yet. As again, getting back to center stage, playing safely in that spin dash range, not going to overextend. Here comes Zap putting on another up air. And waiting for the landing from the Sonic here. Every single thing coming out right now. The forward throw is not going to do it from downtown. The Mecha Koopa. Oh my God, no, he just barely missed.
Oh, staying alive by the grace of God. Platform coming to save his life. Cool it down. Cool the jets down for just a second out. Trying not to die right here. Needs to stay alive, but no, we're going forward. Forward doesn't take him out.
Oh my God.
Wrath, are you serious?
He said, come back, denied.
Oh, wow, what an ending there, too. And there were so many times Wrath, I thought, was just throwing it away. Like, we saw some random spring jumps in the air just, like, to extend your time, and you just utilize all your resources, just giving Zap free damage, and then he goes for the craziest Hail Mary of all time to close out the set. Oh, my God.
That was the most perfect I'd win moment of the night, I think, because it's all right, Wrath, whatever. You know, that's fine, but man,
They know how to play them at a very high level. And you got to keep in mind, like, Esam at his peak, he was one of the few people who was at Leo's peak would beat Leo like often. Like, it was, or not often, but more often than lose. So Pikachu is a character with a lot of really great tools. I mean, people debated how strong this character is for a long time, but it's always within the top 5. So
okay, this is gonna be fun. So starting out on the Ryu, opposed to going for the Ken.
yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for this because of the way that ShinyMark will play. He'll throw out a lot of T-jolts. So I mean, just having Ryu here is going to be able to help with that a lot.
Yeah, honestly, I do really like the Ryu pick here. Like you mentioned, it's give obviously being able to challenge the T-Jolt, but also is the fact that Pikachu is a character that likes to exist like everywhere at once, and then he preys on the opponent overextending and then take advantage of chasing there quickly. And Ryu, as a character, again, Shakunetsu is so good at covering like a large chunk of the stage at a time. He's able to, again, have those long, lingering hitboxes. So, like, eventually, where if you can lock down where Pikachu has to be, he dies relatively early to a character like Ryu that almost killed at 90%.
Yeah, I mean, but the other side of that too is like with Ken, right? Because he's gonna be looking for those down tilts into the Shoryuken. Pikachu probably falls out of that every once in a while too. Okay, I like that. You tried the Thunder attempt, and then when you didn't get the hit, you just went for the up air anyway to close it out.
Oh dear.
That's crazy.
Not the way you want to lose that first stock, brother. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, ShinyMark, like I said, doing a good job challenging it. Oh, we talked about those parries earlier. Paid off big dividends. Not gonna be able to finish off the stock right there though.
Yo, what is going on in this game one? It's looking crazy.
Dude, he went for that collarbone breaker. He was looking to break his shield.
He was like,
ShinyMark
that shield
was able to
is
get
mine.
out of that.
He wanted him gone.
Mine. Oh dear. ShinyMark is actually just really controlling this first game. I mean, the perfectly checked aggression, knowing when to get out of the way whenever Joshua has been getting his shields. There's going to be the top two to finally finish that first stock. But my man's at 84% early on. ShinyMark kind of smoothing right now.
I mean, both players are they're gonna have their moments where they're gonna be showcasing their abilities and their strengths very well in this set in general. So I'm not surprised of either of them getting whatever they want at any point in time because they're just gonna take turns just kind of showcasing what they're about.
This is so scary though. Like, I mean, you look, ShinyMark genuinely looks like he's hunting down Gaza with how much he's staying in his face, staying in his growth. Even there, he gets a parry off of any single projectile. It doesn't matter. He's keeping that tempo up.
Yeah, so I mean, it's super important to do that, Again, you give this Pikachu any little bit of momentum, he most certainly takes advantage right there, especially with playing underneath the stage where, again, as it showed, you can't really challenge him going down there. Second you get back on stage, okay. All right.
Okay,
of course, I forgot. You can utilize the Ryu mind games. I forgot about that one.
Well, he was trying to do, I think, the back air drag down. I think he was trying. Oh, what? You saved him! No!
Brother.
What is
going on?
Game? Oh my god.
Hey,
this is so
whole
ridiculous.
What are we doing, man?
Hold on.
Yo, this is what Smash Ultimate's all about, man.
This is in-game Smash Ultimate right here.
This is the grounded footsie Smash Ultimate is known for. That's all I'm saying. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Gotta lock in though. Gotta lock in. Gotta bring this back.
True.
I mean, yeah, they both got a lock in. They're both just throwing things away right now.
Oh.
That won't do it. Not yet. 125. Ryu is a bit beefy. Okay, there you go. Nice. I love that. Going out there, tracing them, recognizing you have all of these utilities, all these tools to get back to the stage if you need to, but also just so many potential kill options. That was very well scouted by ShinyMark.
I mean, man, like I said though, me and Momo both hinted at it. The fact that he has to play that way, he has to keep that tempo up, cannot allow Joshua to breathe, literally has to suffocate the man, get the big pillow for it. It's just, there was just no stopping ShinyMark in that first game, and if he keeps that tempo up, that ferocity up, we might be looking at another 3-0.
You guys ever hear of highway hypnosis?
Yes. Absolutely.
Where you're driving on a straight road long enough and you get you're hypnotized by the road staying the same, whatever. I feel like Pikachu has a similar effect where he's a very like he can have a very cookie cutter flowchart of throwing out T-Jolt, quick attacking from one side of the stage to the other, and then throwing out a back air trying to find a pickup like any which way. And most Pikachus will fall into that, where you can find a lot of momentum as Ryu especially, if you recognize where they're going to go, where they play around in general. If they're keeping the same kind of momentum, you can catch them out and they explode again relatively early. What ShinyMark's doing here is every single moment, every single interaction, every single recovery, especially underneath the stage, is a new route and keeping MaZo on his toes, where if you're particularly even one time, the mouse is going to explode. Even in that game one, like, MaZo got very little opportunities, but the ones he got, he surely took advantage.
Yep. I mean, hey, unfortunately in this game, MaZo, you don't have Drive Rush to save you, so gotta lock in real fast. We are in game at number 2.
Imagine Ryu with Drive Rush in this game. Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey,
God,
you know, hey, there's another Smash game around the corner.
Yo, chill. That's
Can you imagine
ungodly.
they do that instead of focus?
Ungodly.
Instead of focus, he gets
Come
Drive Rush?
on.
Bro.
Come on, man. Dude, we're talking now. We're talking about some sick stuff here. Oh, there's those parries coming out there. Not quite able to take advantage of that.
The offensive quick attacks to get in. Come on, ShinyMark.
Oh,
Take a decent chunk there, though. I do.
nice.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
That was really cool. Throwing out that T-Jolt, kind of forcing him off to the ledge, and when he called out that roll in, the drag down nair into the up smash, that was really crisp.
I really did like that. He said, keep it going. That thunder.
Ooh.
Man, MaZo just doesn't have any footing going right now. Like, it's just genuinely getting stun locked that dare. Oh, come on.
That turnaround up tilt to be time, try to pick something up there. I think he was trying to get him to actually go off the stage so he could go for that down air spike potentially. That was gross, actually.
Something I really got to mention here is ShinyMark's like gumption going forward, right? It's the fact that he's challenging Ryu right in his face, where typically most people are going to be like scared, going nowhere near that. But again, it's constantly keeping the pressure up, where MaZo's not expecting you to be right there, or Pikachu can most certainly be there, but one mistake and you get absolutely tripped up, where ShinyMark will certainly take advantage of. He's running him down right now and peppering the occasional T-Jolt to find the extra percentage here in these grabs. But this percentage right now, you need to take stock right now. You don't need to rage, and that up throw is going to do it. Yep.
Oh God, he's dead.
Okay.
My brother. Are we looking at 3 stock here?
Potentially, the way that ShinyMark's playing right now,
my
you see
God.
that little tech
Oh my
showcase between
God.
stocks he showed us?
He's a mouth possessed.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, man, sometimes you just gotta
Sorry.
punch the rat, you know?
That's a start. That's a start.
Felt that. That's true.
Yeah, MaZo had to turn into a Machamp real quick and just get that bullet punch out.
Hit him with the rage fist, bro.
Oh man.
Oh,
He did that,
the
like,
chunky aerials to challenge him on those platforms again. But really bad positioning off stage at this point. Like, I mean, Ryu has no fair traits whatsoever off stage right there. ShinyMark, of course, going to take advantage, challenging all the way down there as well. At this point, we need to see something spectacular from MaZo, who's not looking too good. Up smash out of shield is going to do it, though. ShinyMark going up the 2-0.
That's a strong 2-0 as well. That game, too, was dominant, man. I'm not sure
Statement.
what... Because the thing is, I don't think MaZo even played bad there. I think ShinyMark just played so good.
Yeah.
But I do think MaZo might need to switch things up. I don't know how he feels about the Ken in this matchup, but it might be a time to just kind of let it rip and see what you can do.
Might be the case here. I mean, I feel like, yeah, at this point, down 0-2, back against the wall. This is loser's bracket. It's very much, you have to do what you need to do to stay alive and just keep the boat afloat for just a little bit while longer. This is one of those scenarios where it needs to happen because he cannot let ShinyMark just run him down like this. Like, that's not the switch I was expecting.
Hey, you know what?
God, bro.
Atlanta used to have a couple of really good Sonics too.
That's very true.
I mean, there's just something in the water that infects you, you know?
Oh, dear. All right, let's see if this last-ditch effort does work out.
Even
for
when
him.
he's not here, the spirit of Sonics lives on. Because we got Sonic ShinyMark at home, clearly. This is insane. I was going to say, even despite character choices, despite who you're sticking with, the one thing we surely know needs to change, it's the approach that MaZo is bringing, right? Where he's, with Ryu, he's opting for, again, like, trying to catch the preliminary approaches where ShinyMark's going for. ShinyMark is just getting super aggressive and challenging right
Every
in the face.
moment.
Exactly. So like you need to match his energy right now, and it looks like the Sonic might be able to do that. But I'm not too familiar with how the Sonic's looking. Albeit at the beginning, it's looking not half bad.
It's been a long time since I last seen him play Sonic. Like, definitely when you think about MaZo, you think of playing as Ken first, Ryu second, and then maybe Kazuya. He has popped in with the Sonic every now and then, but it's definitely not something I've seen him practice recently. But right now, it seems to be working a little bit better than the Ryu was in the previous games. He's able to, keep up the tempo, keep up the pace, not necessarily as much on the damage front, even though they are pretty equal right now.
I wonder if Wrath is actually giving him coaching, like
right
in
now.
the moment, because I think Wrath was playing on MaZo's stream earlier. So,
my God.
Yeah, I think they played their winter semis at in person.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. That's actually so funny. Oh man.
Who's gonna prove it, bro? Wow. Anyways. Oh.
Gambling
That's
with his
smash.
life right now. Still no
Yeah,
stock taking him this first one.
I'm trying to see where the Shoto player kind of bleeds through here. There's
Right.
like things I'm
Homing
seeing
attack.
that
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm seeing things that he's doing that I'm like, okay, that is obviously MaZo playing, but I'm trying to see where his mindset playing the characters he does kind of gets into the Sonic. What is going on here?
So we found it. There it is, right there. He's trying to jab check with Sonic, bro. That's the Shoto right there.
The mark of a Shoto player, yep.
It's again, existing underneath that platform, forcing ShinyMark to overextend, at least extend out of where he's comfortable. But I mean, Wrath is still taking I've said Wrath, it's MaZo. Oh my God, the Georgia, I'm done. I'm cooked. I can't believe this.
You just think everybody from Georgia looks the same or something?
Right.
Or what?
Yo, relax!
What are you saying here?
I yield. I yield.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Golly. Man, Jocelyn needs to reclaim the stock real fast, right?
Woo!
135 on ShinyMark. Come on, man. He's looking for something and he still doesn't get it. What do you mean? Put this rat in the bin. What is happening right now?
The dash up jabs are really funny though, because that's just something we never see Sonic ever do, and here's MaZo just kind of putting that into his game plan. But we do see the back air finally. We finally get that going.
Right in the face. Okay.
Goodness.
You're gonna have to do that 2 more times.
The Randy down airs too. Oh, it's not looking too great right now. I mean,
fact
it's
that
probably
he threw out-
ShinyMark's most practiced matchup.
The fact that he threw out forward tilt at the ledge there and ShinyMark caught him with an up air coming back onto the stage is kind of crazy.
All right, man. ShinyMark is clearly over it. Say, all right, get the Sonic out of my face. let's wrap this up.
It's I'm tired.
Oh my
What?
God!
Hey,
Why is it closer than game 2?
Ref, stop the count! Right now.
I think if
Ref
ShinyMark
put
loses
down the
this
controller.
game, I think if ShinyMark loses this game, he should lose the set. That's just me.
Yeah, that's just me. Hey, yeah, I'm with that actually.
I'm down. I'm not gonna argue that one.
I hope he's listening.
I think he is, because he's like, all right, let me stop. Now he's trying to get that comeback a little bit. He's like, hey, whoa, time out there, player.
I'm slipping a $20 bill to Deer right now.
Oh, but
right,
that
there we go.
here is gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Finally going to get that out of the way. Very interesting pick coming out from MaZo there with the Sonic, which didn't look too bad, but you could tell it's not as practiced as this Ken or his Ryu. So,
If you're mixing up your timings of how you're approaching as Bowser Jr., you can play around the T-jolts that ShinyMark likes to pepper in there to keep himself safe. There's also another thing of, again, having the transcendent projectile of the Cannonball and the Mecha Koopa that can not only, again, challenge the T-jolt, but also being able to catch Pikachu floating out in the aether, floating out in the off stage, and catching that thing. And it's a huge call out. Maybe it won't land every single time, but it's another overlying factor forcing linearity in Pikachu. And if you put Pikachu in a corner, you can dispose of him very easily. Which is, I feel like what Zap is going for early on.
All right, let's see if that theory of yours rings true, Momo. As we're getting right into the swing of things, this is once again ShinyMark back on it, keeping that pressure up immediately.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting too. But yeah, like kind of what you're really hitting on there is that Bowser Jr. definitely has a lot of options to kind of stuff out Pikachu. Like that forward air in the back here, those are surprisingly pretty solid disjoints. And this is something we should be doing too. Every time we see ShinyMark go off stage, we should try to call left or right for what side he's actually going to recover to. Because as soon as he gets underneath that stage, man, it's a 50-50.
It's like an extreme version of odds or evens. Like,
yeah. All right, well, there we go. Another forward air following up.
Yep. He's getting caught with those forward airs. Actually, not really true as well. Very, very good offense from ShinyMark here. The first stock, which is possible. Doesn't want to run into a forward smash by Zap. This has happened before. We've seen it live.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that Zap was mashing that forward smash as well, because like he got T-jolted out the first one and immediately did another one. He was mashing that.
that rapid jab. Yep, that's gonna do it. And again, Zap forcing ShinyMark into the corner, limiting the options he can pull out there. Where so he's going side B right through those T-jolts. He's not worried about that. Where ShinyMark can't play the pitching game they typically wants to, and TM Zap is taking advantage of that perfectly. Again, that Mecha Koopa catching that recovery back down, keeping him safe. He's back on the stage with those side specials. Again, now ShinyMark is trying to claw his way out of the corner, but this Bowser Jr. has the explosive options necessary to deal with this. Like you mentioned earlier too, Skip, the forward air and back air, those lingering disjoints are working out perfectly right now.
Yeah. There we go, man. That's another moment. I thought ShinyMark was going to be able to clean something up here. Oh, he's going out way deep. The skull
All right,
bash.
dude.
Hey, Skull Bash is a viable move, baby. Making it work, securing that stock.
Ooh!
Yep, the down-angled forward smash there will certainly be able to clean that one up. That is something that ShinyMark's going to have to take into consideration. Especially going to this stage first is a little bit shocking. Yeah. It's because I feel like it works so much for Bowser Jr. here. It's a lot of early kills.
Man. Bit of catch-up ShinyMark has to do right now. I mean, look at how Zap is controlling that space. Like you said, mentioning the Mecha Bowser's making the decisions that ShinyMark has to recover a bit more linear, a bit more complex rather than just straight linear like he has been doing. Just not allowing him to get back to that stage. Dude. Being the gatekeeper of the side of the stage.
Okay. I don't mind that. I mean, ShinyMark, it probably just felt like, it was definitely too high of a hill to climb and decided to just say, hey, let's just go next. Instead of wasting my time here, we'll go next here.
That's fine. That's valid. I think the one thing you definitely learn from that game is you want to go to a bigger stage. Again, Bowser Jr. being those bigger hitboxes, those huge disjoints, the Mecha Koopa existing. You want to have more space to play your game, and as we run it right back to Smash, I'll just, I'll shove it. That's fine.
What was the point? Probably just it's one of those situations where you just get frustrated in the matchup and you start doing things. And my guess is ShinyMark just kind of caught like, hey, I'm playing frustrated. I'm just gonna reset the game. We'll just go next. The stage wasn't the issue. It's just maybe he got into a bad mental in that game itself.
That's valid, honestly. It happens. You gotta recognize the situation when it happens.
It's like while I understand that point, I also feel like it was one of those, all right, let me take a step outside real quick, and then step right back into the bear trap.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, there's definitely an option for that here too. But as we can see right now, I mean, he is definitely playing a lot better here. I mean, 70% right now, slow. It's a much slower game, it feels like. But that's the thing with Zap. I mean, the game doesn't stay slow forever. He's just going to continue to, like, brute force his way in until he gets the opening that he wants.
I like that spot dodging on the detonation a lot more than just having the whole through shield there by ShinyMark. Very much the option on that. But yeah, like I said, it does feel a little bit slower. Just in general, I say that as Zap just runs over ShinyMark. But the overall of the game isn't as breakneck as game number one, but results still the same. Zap coming up in the lead.
Abandoned Ship is an especially interesting option against Pikachu specifically, because not only is it obviously good against both characters for getting you out of immediate danger and setting out an explosive right in front of them, but you're seeing the T-Jolts or the multi-hit aerials coming out most of the time, where you get knocked down and you're right in front of the explosion, so you get hit with the up special and Bowser Jr.'s on the ground ready to punish you with the move afterwards. where Zap, again, is playing most of this. We're under the impression that ShinyMark is going to throw out a move, but he's going to lose these trades because Bowser Jr.'s hitboxes are so much stronger. Finally, you find him on the back foot there with an up smash. Still, it's not looking too great. Great DI, but that was so scary. Oh my god.
The thing is, what happened is, like, I think he tried to pick it up, but ended up rolling and then getting caught up by the Mecha Koopa. That's so unfortunate there. Okay, hang on. We got some of those bridges going on here.
Oh! Recovers pretty safely. Another Mecha Koopa sees him! That throw almost connected. I know, I was going to say, put that man on the Dodgers right now.
Oh, and there we go. The up smash going to take that second stock here. Zap is sitting in a very pretty position. You know what? At this point, I think it might be time to put the Pikachu away. I think Zap has just got the answers he feels like he needs to deal with his character. And I mentioned it earlier. ShinyMark has a couple other characters I think could do very, very well here.
I think a big downside I'm noticing right now is that ShinyMark is playing too reliant on like the defensive moves that quote unquote make sense for Zap to go for. Like he's going for a lot of those air dodge reads, the roll in reads in general, the typical recovery routes. Where yes, Pikachu is really good at covering Junior there, but Zap knows his matchup very well clearly. So he's playing around all of those danger zones, is constantly keeping out strong hitboxes to play around that. Even that up smash he adapted from last stock, and clearly ShinyMark recognizing that. And again, we gotta let this go next. And like we said before, I don't think Smashville is the pick here. I really don't.
How we were brought up that like the game was slowed down at first, and I think that was still definitely the case. Okay, we're just gonna go run it right back. It was slowed at first, but when I feel like Zap finally brute forced his way in and kind of opened up a scramble situation, it just never stopped. And I think ShinyMark kind of got sucked into the continuous scrap. And I think he needs to find a way to kind of reset constantly. And like he needs to play it like he's fighting Sonic. He needs to start slowing things down, reset the neutral, try to win it over and over again, and just play the way I've seen him play against Sonics, against Wrath.
You gotta respect Bowser Jr. more, bro. You may think like his little sort of a silly character, but you gotta respect him.
Oh man,
the fact that they went under the stage fighting is kind of nuts.
That's a dogfight right there. That's just crazy.
The superior mobility, man.
It's like that one old Smash Brawl, like modded Brawl video forever ago, where it's like the Fox and the Falco fighting underneath Final Destination.
Oh yeah. Man, this is so interesting. I mean, I really do think. If you had time, that would be better. I really do think you're right. He does. ShinyMark has to go for these small skirmishes and back to reset because these extended up close fights. I do like the amount of control that he's showing right now, though. Yeah, using that gatekeeper, making sure that Zap isn't able to get back to stage. It's just you're gonna need to do that like 8 times over at this point. I mean, we talked about the reverse 3-0 that happened early on in the upper bracket. Now I have to see this again, basically opposite direction.
There we go.
Okay. All right, now it's not looking too bad. There we go. Finally get the hits in here.
And again, we're going away from the predicting game plan to more reactive game. You know, recognizing where Zap's going to land, catching him consistently. ShinyMark finally getting back in the saddle here, playing much more poised, much more patient, like you mentioned earlier, Skiff. Like playing like you're fighting a Sonic. You know, we're recognizing where they're going to go, because Pikachu is fast enough to catch, especially a character like Bowser Jr. Dude, I got to stop opening my mouth every time I do. ShinyMark,
No, you were fine. You were fine.
You were right.
ShinyMark had to go for that kind of crazy recovery option here, because if he went for the Skull Bash, Zap was in a position to be able to try and edge guard him, throw out that forward air or back air to kind of get that stock out of him. So he had to go for that crazy quick attack angle to try to get to the ledge. Otherwise, he was going to lose the stock anyway, I feel like.
Yep. I mean, that's exactly it. He just needs a lot more consistency in this match, I feel. I mean, this is I don't want to say it's like too different from how he was playing previously. I just feel like ShinyMark has been able to get away with a bit more around this game.
I'm loving how ShinyMark now playing a lot better around Bowser Jr.'s win conditions. He's playing in that short hop range to challenge Zap, going for those side B cancels. Again, trying to jump out of the corner, and ShinyMark dropping back in there with his own forward air. Playing on again, trying to catch that roll in there, but not going to be able to play around that with his own T-Jolts. Consistently catching the landings from Zap right now. ShinyMark looking much more comfortable playing the defensive game in this game 3.
There we go. The rapid jab going to put on a little bit of decent damage there, but still at 124, really nothing to really worry about here. Okay, the Mecha Koopa going to put on a little bit of explosive damage here. The up air punish.
Nothing quite there just yet. This is interesting. ShinyMark really fishing for that last stock. Put in a better scenario here, but look at Zap playing the defensive now. Catching him at every single jump in.
Going to temper with those jabs. Not going to find that hit just yet. Now trying to find him at that roll range. Throwing out every disjoint he has. Trying to catch Pikachu. Overextending. We're going to find that for you. Still not going to do it, though. Bowser Jr. is one fat guy. Still hanging on.
Pretty tough outer shell on that boy.
Facts. He's big boned.
I'm telling you. But I mean, hey, even if he gets the stock, though, can Zap do it twice over from this percentage?
Ooh. I mean, he's certainly taking his time. And the thing is, he recognizes he has the stock lead here, right? So instead of just trying to force all these unsafe options, keep T-jolting. Get your onesies, twosies. Just build up the percentage as much as possible until you can get to a position where you just get to do something like this and take that stock. And you know what? Maybe the first 2 games, right, or a little bit of frustration, maybe it's letting Zap get a little too comfortable, and then he's trying to get some revenge for the reverse 3-0 for himself. Maybe that's what all it was, you know?
The Platfight script looking a little crazy right now. Not gonna lie to you.
I was about to say, huh? It's a little suspicious here.
And then the whole plane clapped.
I think I could only count on my hands how many planes I've been on where everybody actually clapped upon landing. Like, I think it's maybe been 4 times.
That's like 3 times more than me, bro. That's a lot.
Well, I'm also
Oh, true. I didn't mean to. You know what? You did that to yourself. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm trying to buy a couple of geezers right now. Anyways, game 4.
Getting into it. And guess what we're back at, boys?
Smashville. We love Smashville here.
Oh,
no games on my part.
ShinyMark was going for something absolutely devious.
Diabolical.
There, yeah.
And it's plotting. He's like, all right, I got some wind in my sails. Time to fight for real.
Whoa, okay, that was a misinput for sure.
Too much wind in the sails.
Not enough wind in the sails.
Even further beyond, full charge Skull Bash.
Man.
Dropping down the T-Jolt again, and again the abandoned ship to cover ShinyMark on the ground. Now opting for those quick attacks to get out of there, not to challenge Junior in the situation, just barely. For the up tilt in the back here as well. ShinyMark, the consistent pressure in the last game and this game right now, looking much better in the previous. As I say that, though, I say nay to your pressure, and I forward smash.
My goodness. First blood being drawn once again. Zap getting away with murder and then some right now. This is quite scary.
All right.
Direct hit with that thunder.
Hang on, ShinyMark showing off some tech on the edge there, and that's something he does quite a bit. That's like it's kind of neat looking too. He does these little wall jumps and then kind of like B reverses in with something.
Trying to get Hanzo out of the corner right now. The landing hit of that forward air coming out in spades. That is the most nefarious hitbox in the game. Oh my goodness! And Zap is taking this lead and running with it right now. Your ShinyMark, you need to stock yesterday.
That's like that landing hitbox is like Anvil-esque.
Yeah.
It's a better hitbox than Anvil. Like, it's ridiculous that 40 landing hitbox. Oh my goodness! And he's one stock away from taking it 3-1 over ShinyMark.
Okay, Zap. He sees the winners. He sees the winner banner in the horizon.
Listen, I don't count ShinyMark out until it says game over, right? This guy is he has a clutch factor. It's definitely there. We've seen the last game. We've seen what he's capable of. It's just a matter of you got to kind of grind this one out here a little bit. Throw out those T-Jolts. Really stuff Zap out. Don't go with the scrapping. You can't be scrapping with the kid.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised he hasn't just been, dotting the field with T-Jolts repeatedly as often as, we've talked about. It's just opting to go for this more, up close and personal approach. This hasn't been working, but now we see the stat going to the Dare. Not able to finish up any combo off of it, but man, that was a lot of damage stacked up onto Zap. Desperately needed by ShinyMark.
Trying to find any kind of hit here towards the end of the stock. Mechakoopa coming out there, recovering high, but Zap is running for it, covering that platform, going all the way out there. Mechakoopa just barely avoiding that explosion right there. ShinyMark getting through everything. the entire minefield that Zap has got set up for him. You got to be careful. Ticho coming out, though. Down smash is going to do it. Last stock scenario here. And ShinyMark, the patient gameplay is coming into spades towards the end of this game. Can he bring it all the way back?
He's working on it. He's getting these drag down there. He's timing them right. These lightning loops coming through. No way!
No way! No way! No way!
And that is roadkill. That's going to be TM7 Zap taking it 3-1 over ShinyMark, double eliminating him and moving on to face off against Wrath in Grand Finals.
The ending to be just the skid out animation on the side B is wild. That is something instead.
This will be Sonic in 2015.
Oh man, it was so good. It was Sonic Frontiers was actually really fun.
I haven't played it, but I heard the song "Undefeatable" in there, and I said, "What is?"
Oh,
bro,
the music in that game is so good.
I'm so serious when I said they heard the 2022 Sleeping with Sirens album, and they said, "Hey, what if we just ask Kellen Quinn to come in for a minute?" And like this man made 4 songs for the game, 4 whole songs for the game. Absolutely insane. All bangers. They're definitely on my gym playlist.
All
right, well, here we go going into game 1. Huh?
now that the boys are done with their button check, we're into it for this grand finals here. Smash Ultimate, baby. Wrath versus Zap, the rematch from earlier on. Let's see if we can get this going.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely going right now. We got about at least 50% in both players already here. But to say, it is Zap with a little bit of a lead, of course, until that dash attack. Oh, that was crazy!
Ticketing! I like it. I like it.
That timing on that spot dodge or that air dodge was actually gross.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the aggressiveness from Zap early on, recognizing exactly the biggest thing that you're struggling with, and challenging that in general, especially with the rapid jab at the ledge there, man. Where Wrath likes to exist consistently, being able to challenge him on that early on. But again, when it comes to slowing things down, Wrath just needs one little bit of an opportunity. Even with
just one moment.
One moment, that's all he needs to get back in there and activate.
Yeah, and Zap being at 144 right here. There's so many opportunities for Sonic to get this first stock as Wrath fishing for him. Nice parry. Zap staying alive here, knowing the dangers that he's in himself. Just professional. Yeah, that fair. Okay. We'll get it done here. First stock on the board for Wrath, but he took a decent little 59. Not too scary for him, I don't think. As yeah, he's quickly equalizing up that percentage diff. Right now, Zap still looking for a way to try to get into this.
I mean, obviously, it's easier said than done, right? Considering the consistent pressure from the Sonic to get around, it's the spin dash just going through it, and again, negating every single piece of ground pressure you have. He's just trying to go for those abandoned shifts, trying to pepper some kind of damage out there, especially when he gets aggressive, trying to find that foot in there. Wrath just jumps back up and said, "Nah, not your turn, pal. Get that out of my face."
Nah. Man, oh man. This is getting pretty dicey here. I know Wrath doesn't want to have to deal with a super long, exaggerated set. Zap not really making it easy for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he really has a choice. I think that's just something you're going to have to deal with.
You have to deal with it, yeah.
Because it's like, it's pretty much you either play the type of game that Wrath is going to try and make you play, which is honestly what Zap's kind of going to do anyway. We're just basically, hey, I'm just going to keep trying to chase you down here, and Wrath's just going to punish that once and twice, over and over again. And okay,
couldn't get ledge.
He
couldn't get ledge. Mans couldn't get back, unfortunately. Ay. Do you think Wrath has the Sonic Frontier soundtrack playing right now?
Probably.
I mean, you could actually check out MaZo's stream. He's playing on MaZo's stream at the moment, so you can actually find out.
Is he playing on MaZo's stream, or is MaZo playing on MaZo's stream? That's the question.
MaZo's stream. At least I see Wrath in the player cam, so I mean, you
that is so funny. That is so funny. Ay. Not necessarily a quick first game. It did go by a little bit faster than a previous, but...
Do you know where we are? Do you know what we're doing, bro? Do you know what you signed up for? That's as quick as you're going to get.
That's you know what? You're right. Like when you put it like that, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yo, campers can't be choosers. That's how the saying goes.
Me never played a camper before in my life.
Oh, you know what? Anyways, game 2. We get right into it.
Right into it.
Yeah, right into it. I mean, obviously, if you're Zap, the biggest thing you're like he's trying to force the aggressive situations. I like the stages coming out from Hollow Bastion. Again, smaller stage, less area for Sonic to play more of a patient game, less area for him to escape, and a lot more, again, freedom for you to get more of your combo game and your aggressive foot in the door. Of course, that also means that Wrath can definitely tussle. He has the stuff, he has the routes to deal with Bowser Jr. where he wants to be. So, obviously, you know you have the stage you want, you're just going to have it. Okay, we're playing the aggressive game means I win. That's not exactly true.
Man.
Oh, yeah, I think Wrath kind of has this wrapped up. The way he's playing right now, he's getting these openings on Zap and just kind of getting just repeated damage over and over again. Just even if they reset into neutral, he's gonna end up winning it at some point and just can continue to put on like another 30-40%.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a smaller stage, less room for Wrath to run around and do shenanigans. I think he likes it. He's like, bro, you can't get away from me. You are not surviving any instance of this. We do see, though, Zap's doing a good job taking the hits and bringing return fire right upon him. Oh, whoa. Just trying to range that F smash. But it finds you all the same. Take him to the air, take him to the skies, take him out the pasture. Back and take that first stock.
Wow. No matter where he tries to go again. And now Wrath even throwing Zap's medicine right back in his face, taking that Mecha Koopa, serving it right back to him, challenging him where he likes to live. It's so tough because like Junior, again, gets beat out in the speed department, gets beat out in the straight up damage department. The best thing he has is like somewhat the size of those hitboxes, but again, Sonic is nimble enough to just ignore that, It's tough.
Quite literally, yeah.
He's actually getting Zap to just press a whole bunch of buttons trying to react to something, and he's punishing him hard for it, too.
This is so fun.
Like we just saw on the left side not too long ago, he basically danced all around him in the air, and he got him pressing, like, up smash, forward smash, all sorts of buttons.
And it's so funny, because, like, if you're just looking at the percentage, you're like, oh, it's even. Then you look right below. Oh, never mind. It is not even.
Oh, it's definitely
From
not even.
sides! From all right. Wrath.
So he's done 30% in that last stock.
That's nasty.
It's looking a little grim. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I mean,
Quite nasty.
All right, there we go. There we go. We had Zap thinking a little bit there.
just for a moment, pause and think about it. Okay. Cannonball to get something done. I see it. Finally getting the stock. Still a long road to climb up just to even get even.
There we go. Okay.
That's a start. That's a wonderful start. That's what
He's
forward.
locking in. Hang
All
on,
right,
he's
there you
locking
go.
in.
Zap finally given the opportunity to play more aggressive right now. Definitely going to take advantage. The backs are coming out, trying to go deep.
Surely not.
Oh,
Surely not.
There. Not going to do it. He goes to the down smash, but doesn't hold it long enough. He had the right idea. He had it.
Good in theory, but the practice was not quite there. The execution not on point enough. Zap needs this. Does not want to go down 2-0 in this grand final.
Definitely not. Throwing out another side special and the Mecha Koopa as well. It's covering that spring back up. Finish going out there again, but just air dodging back down. Not going to challenge that. Again, Wrath respecting Bowser Jr., but not enough right there. Last stock scenario. We know Zap can and will bring these back.
57. It's doable. Boys, it is so doable right now.
I think Wrath just started messing around a little bit too much, and that just kind of gave Zap the breathing room he needed to start making this comeback, man. You do not want to let Zap get this.
Yep. Needs to lock in and finish it off. Actually scary. The amount of respect Wrath has given to him. Maybe just, calculating the risk before going in as opposed to just playing around with it. Fair, not quite enough to take this final stock, take this game 2. He's looking for it. Oh!
Wow. How did he tech that? Throwing it on.
That was a crazy tech into air dodge. Like, that was actually so fast.
He's still living? Yup, still living.
Max Raging this Junior. Oh, it's not over, but that forward air is going to close it out. And even in that last stock scenario, even all of the bells and whistles Wrath still playing as patient as ever, closing it out, keeping his feet planted. Now 1 game away from winning the whole thing.
Yeah, you really had to lock in at the end there, though.
Yeah, they got a little scared. You can't lie, man. That was pretty scary there towards the end. But yeah, like I said, wrapped it up pretty well. 2-0. Needs that 3, that magic number to get it done. And Zap definitely looked a little shaky through that second game. The first game, arguably cleaner. But the comeback potential is always in that pocket for Zap. And Wrath knows that. So going into the third game, it's max engines. Is this it? The Chaos Emerald surrounding him. The music's blaring. This is it. This is it. Potentially taking the entire tournament here for Smash Ultimate. Wrath needs to get it one more time.
And again, like Zap, get that going. Zap has the right ideas here. You know, again, he's challenging Wrath where he can. He's getting aggressive early on, finding that, and he's finding a really strong combo game as well. The biggest thing is like when Wrath slows it down, he doesn't necessarily have an answer. It's going for like those Hail Mary random options. In reality, it's like we need to think of more of a more methodical and like realistic answer to just, okay, but if I go for an explosive option right now, then I'll catch him this time. Oh, but as you catch the jump right there, you slow things down, and that's how you catch them right there. Great stuff from Zap in that first stock.
Zap playing with some malice in his heart. Man, oh man. Getting that first stock with blood. Now has to survive here, 130. It's a scary scenario, you know. Like you said, he's taking the fight to Wrath the most he can. But like there's so many kill windows for Sonic at this stage, especially. Jockey position control on the side of the stage. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh,
dude, I thought
he was going to do it. Run up to him again.
Absolute madman. Oh, is going to close it out there. It goes.
That's actually something that Wrath's been doing very well, is whenever he has Zap off stage, he's kind of just letting Zap press buttons to like try to do these mix-ups, because like Wrath keeps either going out or waiting, and he's really keeping Zap, you know, doing a really good job of keep making Zap like second guess, you know, press buttons, try to, you know, he's guessing himself if whether or not Wrath's going to go out there. And on the moments when Zap is pressing buttons because he thinks Wrath's going to start running out there to go, you know, disrupt him, edge guard him, he presses something, and then Wrath has all the time in the world to go out there for a punish.
Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
There we go. Drops you with an air, though.
Yep. Doing a good job of keeping away for a moment. Letting it breathe, you know. Get that distance.
Mech Goop in hand again. The abandoned ship. Everything out of the kitchen sink. Zap trying to find some way to load the stock out here soon. But Wrath, again, playing it patiently. Nair isn't going to do it. But again, like you mentioned earlier, Skip, letting him press buttons off stage. Not going to challenge that. Waiting for the opportunity to find that hit towards the end of the stock. You know, overextend with that down tilt. That's not isn't going to do it just yet. But now he goes off stage this time. No, he doesn't.
I like that. I like that. Allowing him just, you know, try to get back to stage. Like, Wrath is controlling the pace. What? Wrath is controlling the pace here. But it's caught slipping just for a moment. Off stage. Who gets the advantage here? What
These techs are insane.
What the hell? Yo,
the tech slinging slasher.
Oh my god. Tech's going to be able to take the stock there.
All right, buddy. You're on thin ice here.
That was actually, like, Zap's techs at these high percentages off stage are actually nutty. Like, the reaction time is impressive.
Oh, man. He's converted into stocks, man.
True.
The techs are cool, but where are the stocks, bro?
Especially right now. You're possibly your tournament stock right now. Wrath still slowing things down. The following up air coming out. Getting hit with the... Dude, I don't even know, like the anatomy of a hammer, bro. The hilt.
You're right. I don't even know what's hammer.
What's going on, man?
Oh my god. Zap does need this to stay alive. He does not want that 3-0 mark to be on the record twice over in the same tournament. He needs to keep this going. But Wrath, nah, he wants to wrap the user. Time to go, buddy. Clock has been ticking long enough. The sands of time are not in your favor. You want to crown me king, baby.
No, there we go, though. I mean, a little bit of something, 39% to get you started here. I think a little bit of rage starting to come out into play as well. The abandoned ship! Confirming into it, though.
Hold on!
No way!
Oh! Hold, boys, hold! He's still got some fight left in him just yet. Good shield of hard landing. Wrath.
On the cusp of max rage, Zap can definitely still bring this back, but Wrath, again, not going to overextend,
there.
playing as patiently as ever. Gonna challenge him there, knows he wins that every day of the week, as Wrath takes it 3-0 over Zap, is your Platfight Online Ultimate Champion.
Very well done. Very well done. Wrath just kind of bunkering down. A couple moments got a little bit testy there, but you know what? He showed why he is a ranked highly as a very good player worldwide. And it's because of that clutch factor, that ways he can stay calm to make sure he clutches out those W's.
Yeah, clutch out indeed. Gets it done in 3 once again. Back-to-back 3s for him. Man, congratulations to Wrath for winning Platfight Online Smash Ultimate